Hi, this is Coach Vassar. Thank you for joining me with the OTF Audio Daily Beats. As always, appreciate you listening to me ramble about these workouts. If you find value in them, information's in the description to support me. If no value, then let me know why. Give me some feedback, that way I can help you out. If there's certain parts of the workout you want me to go a little bit over or not worry about, let me know. This is going to be Monday, November 11th, which will also repeat on Tuesday, November 26th. We're going to see power on the treads, strength on the rower, and strength on the weight floor. As always, I'll do a little bit of the key concepts, then break down the treads, break down the rower, weight floor, and also talk about the 3G. For this workout, you will need the benches out, so just a heads up on that. So key concepts for the power focus on the treads, we're gonna have 3 blocks. Each block has 3 pairs of a push into an all-out. Your goal is to increase the all-out intensity as the workout goes on. For the rower, each row is 200 meters. Keep your stroke rate low, count your strokes, and aim for max distance with each one. And then on the floor, first you hit upper body, then lower body. Low reps, heavy weight, build strength today. So as we look at tread side, 3 blocks as mentioned. 7 minutes, 45 seconds is the first one, and then 7 minutes and 6 minutes and 15 seconds. The idea here is in the block, you'll have 3 rounds of work. Block 1, as mentioned, it's a push, all out, walk recovery 3 times. In block 1, the push will decrease in time, and then the all out will stay at 1 minute. They also have an increase in walk recovery between rounds 1 and rounds 2, and also between rounds 2 and 3. Now, between the blocks, there is a slightly in between walk recovery time. So as we look at block 1, 1 minute push, 1 minute all out, 1 minute walk recovery, and then 45 push, 1 minute all out, 90-second walk recovery, 30 push, 1 minute all out. And then they have a 75 walk recovery, get back to base when they're ready, then they move into block 2. The highlight here, of course, is to increase that all-out intensity. So when it comes to your push, 2 trains of thought here. They could just pick something right in the middle, hold that every single time, or they could be more aggressive, knowing that that push is going to decrease within the block, and that's also going to repeat block to block. So for that 1 minute push, the more conservative end, maybe just 1 over their base, power walkers 6% or greater, bikes and striders, about 3 gears over their base. And then for that 1 minute all out, they're going to look to increase it every time in this block. So start at least 2 miles an hour over their base, power walkers at least 10% or greater, bikes and striders at least 6 gears over base. They'll take that 1 minute walk recovery, repeat their push, but of course 15 seconds less, so 45. And then for the all out, joggers and runners can increase their speed, power walkers increase incline or increase speed, bikes and striders maybe hold same gear, increase RPM, or increase gear and maintain RPM. And then one more time, but for the 30-second push into the 1 minute all out. Block 2, block 3 is literally the same. Of course, now in block 2, they will do that 1 minute push, 45 push, 30 push, paired up with a 45-second all out. So naturally shorter all out, should be more intense than what they did for the 1 minute. And then block 3, same thing, 1 minute push, 45 push, 30 push, paired up with a 30-second all out. So 9 all outs, nothing as crazy as that Friday workout prior where they had 12. But walk recoveries do get longer within the block. So it's a good opportunity for people to have aggressive pushes to help kind of pre-fatigue that body, if that's one way to kind of challenge them, or just keep it a maintainable push and really emphasize that explosiveness on the all out. Now, when it comes to weight floor rower, block 1 on the floor is just the floor. It's 16 minutes. They're gonna have work and rest. They're gonna be 3 upper body movements for 2 rounds, and then 3 lower body movements for 2 rounds. After that, they will choose their favorite exercises from the block and repeat those until time is called. So 16 minutes total. We're gonna see anywhere from 6 to 10 reps for all 6 movements, moderate to heavy weight. Arnold press, so dumbbells start here. As they press, they rotate bicep by the ear, all the way back down, followed by that single arm high row, 1 hand's on the bench for support with a split stance, elbow drives out, targeting the back of the shoulder, and then the bench fly. So they're on their back, Dumbbells come out, back up, making sure they feel this in the chest, not so much in the shoulder. One go-to for the chest fly, if people have any shoulder discrepancies, get them on the strap and do a chest press. That way they still work on that instability that they would see with the chest fly. 2 rounds here, rest after each movement. You know, obviously they're doing a press, a pull, a press, kind of combination that way. So they're probably gonna need some rest if they do it right. 2 rounds will probably take them a solid 5 to 6 minutes if they are truly rested after each round and after each movement. The second section, lower body, goblet squat, and then 2-handed single dumbbell deadlift, and then the half kneel in to full lateral step up. So 1 dumbbell, start on the knee, they'll stand up tall, step up to the side, off on the bench, all the way back down. Same thing, rest after each movement. With the half kneel to full lateral step up, they're doing both sides for 6 to 10. So this section probably will take a little bit longer as well, because that movement definitely is very exhaustive if they do it right. So they'll probably get through that. They'll have maybe 1 to 2 minutes or so for the bonus section for that 16-minute block. The next part, they will need to take dumbbells with them as they head to the rower. So the row block, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Stroke rate recommendation is between 22 to 24 strokes per minute. And the goal here is to match or beat your stroke count to complete that 200-meter push row. Now the trick for this is the first push that they do should be a little bit higher on the stroke rate. So maybe about 24 strokes per minute. So that way it keeps the momentum going, but they also end up doing more work. And then if they could lower their stroke count, that will allow the water to do some more of the work, and that'll naturally cut down their stroke count to complete their row round to round. And that'll help get that goal of decreasing the stroke count each round. That's gonna be paired up with dumbbell bicep curl. So that is obviously gonna, fatigue the arms. So it's gonna be a little bit less power from the upper body, more emphasis on the leg drive when they hit that rower. And then for the finisher, it's a 30-second all-out row. Nice and simple for the 2G. When we look at the 3G, we're gonna see 2 blocks for the treads, 2 blocks for the rowers, and then 1 long block for the floor. The treadmills, it's simply block 1 from the 2G and then block 3 from the 2G. So they're gonna have the 1 minute all outs and the 30-second all outs. Key difference here is the walk recoveries are gonna be 45 seconds and then 75 seconds within the block. Between block 1 and block 2, they have 90 seconds to recover. And then in block 2, same thing. First walk recovery is 45 seconds. Second walk recovery is 75 seconds. Same goal though, maintain push intensity, increase all out intensity for the second and third attempt of those all outs within the block. For the rower, we are gonna see a stroke count row. They're gonna do 15 strokes at a push effort. On block 1, they don't list a specific stroke rate to maintain, but they do for block 2. So best practice is to actually keep them at that stroke rate so they could really hone in their technique at 22 to 24 strokes per minute. They'll do 15 strokes. They will do a med ball, bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep extension for 8 reps. I like to have them check their distance after the med ball exercise is done because the cumulative work that they have created, the water has stopped, and then that is the distance that they actually truly did on their own. Have them check their distance, reset, and then match or beat. 15 strokes, like at a bare minimum, they say 10 meters per stroke, so at least 150 meters, but really I feel like you should give your members more credit than that. If they could get between 12 to 15 meters per stroke, it's probably a little bit better. So, they're probably gonna get about 200, maybe up to 250 meters out of their 15 strokes. When we moved into block 2, this is set up similar to row block 2 from the 2G, but instead of the dumbbell bicep curl, they're gonna do a med ball alternating forward lunge. So now they're gonna fatigue the legs a little bit more to make that row a little bit more difficult, but same idea, 200 meters, and they're gonna count their strokes and then try to decrease their stroke count, or at least maintain their stroke count round to round after they've completed that med ball exercise. They'll probably get about 2 attempts in before they have time for that finisher. For the weight floor, 1 long block, 14.5 minutes. It's the exact same block 1 as the 2G, so the Arnold press, high row, chest fly for 2 rounds, and then squat, single leg deadlift, and half kneel to full lateral step up for 2 rounds. The finisher is going to be a new movement, different from everything else that they saw, is the neutral grip thruster. So essentially taking the goblet squat and the Arnold press, and then obviously for the squat, it's 2 dumbbells now, and they're taking out the rotation, keep the palms neutral, squat all the way down, drive up, bicep by the ear, all the way back down, squat back down. 30 seconds, they'll probably get about 12 to 15 reps, if not more. So have them use like a light to moderate weight for that one. Definitely will help get their heart rate up. And if they are either starting on the weight floor or hitting the weight floor the second block, it's going to be a good primer for the full body when they get to the treads, because obviously it's going to get those legs moving, get the heart rate elevated, and get the shoulders nice and toasty so they could move more freely when they're moving on the tread. There you go. That's your 2G and 3G breakup of Monday, November 11th, Tuesday, November 26th. As always, any feedback, let me know. Thank you guys, and coach it down.